Hey guys, so this video is going to be a little bit different. I went to Ulta and I picked up a few things and I'm really excited to try them out. So I am sitting down, I'm going to record this video. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I will show you what I bought and then we'll jump right into it. So first thing I got was I bought the Morphe 35O2 palette. That's my first Morphe palette. I picked up this Makeup Revolution Reloaded palette. I picked up the Makeup Revolution Mint Chocolate palette. I picked up two Morphe brushes. I don't own any currently. And then I also picked up the NYX glitter primer. Since I've been using a lot of glitter lately, I figured I should try it out. And I also picked up the Makeup Revolution foundation stick. I've never used a foundation stick before. We'll see how this goes. If you want to see what I come up with, stay tuned. So I went off camera and I prepped my face. So I have the No Filter concealer on my lids as usual. To start out with, I opened up that 35O2 and I'm just looking at it, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So I'm starting out with a Blaze, I believe, and I'm just blending that right in the area underneath my brow bone and above my crease. And that's just to lay down a generous amount of color to get started with this look. I'm just blending that all the way down into the outer corners. I'm also mixing in a little bit of heat to deepen it up just a tad bit, but not too much. Don't want it too much at this point because I'm not sure what I'm doing at this point. So yeah, I'm just going in with that heat. I do mix in a bit of chestnut as well to deepen it up a little bit. Now I'm going back with a Blaze in the inner portion of my eye. Now I'm switching brushes just so that I can concentrate a deeper color on the outer corner. So I'm using chestnut, and I believe I'm mixing in a little bit of rich just to deepen up those outer corners. Now I'm trying to just decide what I'm going to do exactly. Decide to go and blend a little bit more of the Blaze at the top of the eye because I am going to leave that concealer as my highlight. So I just want to make sure that those edges are blended. I am going to give you this little tidbit. I don't shoot these videos when I have much time. I always shoot these right before I am going to leave the house. And I'm typically undecisive of what I plan to do. So now I've decided I'm just going to start cutting the crease a little bit. And I'm going in with a flat liner brush and the No Filter concealer, and I am just bringing that about halfway across my eyelid. And then I'm just going to leave the top line completely straight, and I'm going to blend out everything below it into the eyeshadow that's already there. And this is just, I'm just blending that a bit, just making sure that transition isn't too harsh. Then I'm just going to repeat it on the other eye. I am using the mirror from the Makeup Revolution palette, but I have yet to use any of the colors from this palette. I was just using the mirror at this point. That is something that the 35O2 is missing, a mirror. A mirror would be great. I'm using Pure on my lids, and I am pressing that right onto that concealer. And guys, excuse this noise. I just recently moved, and now I have neighbors. It's gonna be some adjusting. Yep, so I'm just going in with that same flat brush. I've just cleaned it with my Cinema Secrets brush cleaner. And then I start to pack it on the lid with just a flat, a regular small eyeshadow brush, shader brush. I want to make sure that I am like actually outlining that line that I put there purposely. And then just packing on that eyeshadow. And once again, I'm using Pure, and that's how I got that like wonderful gold shimmer on my eye. And I literally just put that everywhere I put the concealer. And I'm just going to use that brush, and I'm going to blend out that lower section into the eyeshadows that were there the same way I did with the concealer. So I am going to go back and forth with the eyeshadow that is on that outer corner and the gold shadow, just to make sure that they are blending together. Now I'm going in with foundation. I'm using the Makeup Revolution foundation stick number F16, and even though in store this one looked to have yellow undertones compared to the rest of them, once I got it on my face, it was very, very red. I was able to make it work by blending in my usual No Filter concealer on the center of my face, and then I just didn't bronze. I didn't bronze and I didn't contour with this foundation. I would definitely wear it again, but I do have to remember not to add any more warmth or redness to my face, and it will look okay. And I also believe there's a missing clip. if you can tell, there is a slight extra bit of shimmer in the center of my eyes, and that is Golden Tiara by Super Glitter. And I use that NYX glitter glue just right in the center of my eyes, and I press some of that glitter there just to give me that extra shine. Now I'm not using my usual concealer brush. I am using a foundation brush, and I am just blending out that concealer as quickly as possible because, like I said, I was definitely in a rush at this point. Had to go to the concealer brush for my nose, but I still ended up using the foundation brush, and I am just going in and blending it out with that foundation brush because I was running late to a dinner dedicated to me. Uh, so like, and you can see in these images, I'm just adding in a little bit more of that concealer, and you can tell that the center of my face now has that brightness to it and a little bit more of that golden look. And the rest of my face just kind of looks contoured and bronze. So I would definitely wear this foundation again. I wore this, I ended up wearing this makeup to a bar where it was hot and sweaty, and my face still looked good when I got home at the end. So I would definitely try this again in my usual environments. So I'm just blending everything together. Like, I'm using the bigger brush because of time constraints, but I'm still making sure that it is well blended into that foundation, being as they are two different undertones. Now I'm just going in with those same colors and I'm blending underneath my eye. I'm also going to blend Muddy from the 35O2 palette directly underneath my eyes, just to deepen everything up a little bit more. There's a thin line between using red tone eyeshadows and looking good and looking sick, so that's why I wanted to make sure I added that in. I also use Sugar Coated by from the Mint palette and from Makeup Revolution. The mint chocolate palette from Makeup Revolution. I did make sure to use that, and it's a brighter gold, so it just added to the overall golden look. Now I'm just lining my eyes with the Kat Von D Tattoo eyeliner. Once again, one of my favorite liners. And I am just, well, I started to make a thin wing, but then it was a wing, so it got a little bit bigger on the other side, so I had to even it out a little bit. It didn't get too big, but it works. Just touching up those inner corners. Now I am going in with a kohl liner. I believe I used Sephora kohl liner on my lower lash line. And I'm going back in, and like I said, I'm smudging a little bit more of that Muddy directly onto where I put that kohl, and underneath my eyes I am refining that Sugar Coated in the inner corner. I highlighted my face with my Stargazer / Lisa Frank eyeshadow that I usually use, because it gives me the beautiful, like the most beautiful golden glow, and I just decided I wanted to be a golden goddess this night, so I literally put it everywhere. Everywhere. I'm like going OD on the highlighter, and then I'm all set. Oh, no, I'm not. I did decide to put on a lip gloss. I just used a clear lip gloss that I got from the beauty supply store, but then I added on some of that Golden Tiara glitter directly on top to give me that extra va-va-voom, you know? And it looked great.
spray to set, and I'm just using my aloe vera juice, and then I'm using my NYX spray, and I'm all set.
Hope you guys really enjoyed this look. I had a lot of fun creating it. It came out better than I could have anticipated. Even though it's simple, it's gorgeous. Happy Make a Friday.